Oh, we did it. We did it. All our tweets, DMs, and carrier pigeons worked. This ain't just stuffed crust. This is Papa John's crust. Stuffed.
If you are looking for a little pick-me-up this morning, we've got just the thing for you, just the one for you actually, and that's Cindy Deering at Cindy's Choice. She joins us again this morning, and somehow she can always find the positive view of things in life. Good to see you this morning, Cindy.
Oh, it's always great to be with you, Julie.
So I'm going to kind of lead you down a path. I don't know if it's quite where you wanted to go, but just go on the ride with me a little bit. A couple of weeks ago, I've kind of lost track of time, you were associated with something going on at the Boyd Speedway, and so John Schneider was down there. We had a chance to talk to him here on 3+U. Great fun. You were there live and in person on that Saturday for the race. You and John Schneider met, and as I understand it, y'all clicked like two peas in a pod.
Yes, it was really great. And I just so appreciate the opportunity to be like I call it a more than media sponsor because we're just, I'm on here with you. We're all over the place. And it's just so awesome because, John came on to sing the national anthem to kick off the first race under new ownership at Boyd Speedway, and that's Russell Racing. Emerson Russell and the Russell family are now running that. And oh my goodness, that it was all the racers, everybody that are like the regulars, said it was the most exciting and the biggest crowd ever. And they are so excited about the race season. But what I'm so excited about is meeting John and Alicia Schneider, Alicia, his wife, because they're coming back for a big event in October, Beau's Extravaganza combined with the Pretty in Pink race. So I'll be working closely with them and come up with some fun fundraising events to support breast cancer because his wife Alicia is actually in remission. So I'm just really excited to be working with them, to be working with Boyd Speedway, and finding yet another nonprofit partner to support through the Cindy's Choice Charitable Charter.
So what you've done is you've bit by bit found new ways to kind of branch out and help. You didn't come in with a master plan, you just kind of let life lead you, it seems like, in the direction you're intended to go. So you've begun doing podcasts for people. You're doing one now, I think, for Boyd. Isn't that right?
Yes, and folks have been pushing me forever to tell my story. I'm homeless on the streets of Chattanooga, like bootstrapped Cindy's Choice from the streets. And so people have been pushing me. So that pushed me to, start a podcast. Well, when, I don't just start a podcast, who can I help? If I do something with all my platforms, who can I help? Well, what we're doing with Boyd Speedway is a perfect example because we're producing their podcast. So they can come to our studio that's fully set up, cameras, lights, producer, everything here to do a professionally edited podcast series. And they just have to, we even help them line up their guests, Julie. I mean, it's just like, boom, show up, we got this. And we're just really excited because a lot of folks are already reaching out to us, like, can you do that for us? I'm like, yes, we'd love to do that for you. Mm-hmm. So it's really exciting to have, and this is the way too, like Cindy's Choice is kind of a unique niche concept. Not all businesses are going to be a fit there, but this is a way for us to help in other ways, and I love that because you know me, Julie, I want to help everybody.
Well, and you mentioned very briefly your story, and it always is worth sharing about your homeless journey. So that community is very near and dear to your hearts. I think you're doing something with one of your new partners, if you will, right, to help deliver some supplies.
Yogi's Primo Promo. They gave us a call. They've done this before. They had a lot of product. They do the, like the T-shirts and the caps and the cups and things like that. They had a lot of clothing product that they weren't going to be able to use. And we stopped by there yesterday, and they loaded us up in time for Valentine's because me and my assistant, Britt, and Lonnie Marcus, who's part of our agent exchange, we're going to be out there on 11th Street, like sharing these items, these wonderful new items, and some treats that we've come up with ourselves with those that are living on the streets right now, that are living in tents in this cold, wet weather. We're going to go love on them this weekend. So just a big shout out to thank Yogi's Primo promo for giving us a call and loading us up with good stuff.
I only have about a minute left, but I got to tell you, I can see why you connect so with these business owners or nonprofits, because if you have had an idea, it takes a lot of effort and years of planning and persistence to get it to fruition, right? To see it through. But that's what you did with Cindy's Choice. You had this idea that was your dream and you didn't give up on it.
Right, and really quick, I know we got to go, but that, we always that focus on community first, getting out there and really finding how you can help and connecting in your community first, that gets bypassed a lot. And that really is key for a solid foundation. One more quick shout out, the next race at Boyd Speedway, Julie, the Shamrock race, Smith and Wesley concert that day. So be sure and keep up with us on that.
All right, thanks for sharing your smile this morning, Cindy.
Thank you, Julie.
You can learn more about how Cindy's Choice might be able to help you grow your nonprofit or your business here in town. Simply go to cindyschoice.com and reach out for her. She'll share that smile with you over the phone or in person. We're back after this.
I mean, we could have.
I know where you're going. No, we couldn't have.
You're right. I was going to say we could have got one and shared,
Nah,
but that's not
wasn't
true.
gonna work.
Some